any gym ethics? And if yes, what they are? Or what are they?
Yeah. Gym ethics. Man, it's hard to say because every gym is different. You know, alhamdulillah, I've been blessed to be able to go to a lot of different gyms all over America and all over all over the world. And I would say the most common. I'll start with the mixed gyms, men and women. Is First of all, I'm a former athlete, so when I go into a gym, I come into a gym with a program in mind. I'm not really concerned with anyone else, what anybody's doing, what they're wearing. You know, it's really hard to get me out of that mindset because most of the time, you know, I come in the gym with aches and pains. So I'm like really focused. I think a good gym ethic is to be knowing what you want to do and go there and get there. You know what I mean? Those people who are social, ijtimai, you know, they want to talk and everything. Cool, but just understand, have a personality that's balanced enough to where no matter where you are in the world, you know, you don't fall into an argument or a disagreement when it doesn't have to be like that. You know what I mean? Just be easy and try to just, you know, make small talk. You know, I don't think personally, I've been in a lot of gyms. I don't go and even if I see somebody doing something wrong, if it's not dangerous, I don't say anything to them, even though I know better. It's not my business, and I didn't come in the gym for that. If in the mixed gyms, you know, let's say a guy is attracted to a girl. Okay, you're attracted to a girl, but there might be so many other attractive. I mean, why are you harassing her? Don't harass. You know, I think I'm being raw and honest. I think the man that walks into a gym knowing what he wants to do and he's focused, to the women who are out there looking for men, that's probably one of the most attractive men in the gym. It's not the guy who's thirsty, you know, trying to get close to her and, you know, oh, what are you doing today? Oh, let me help you on your technique. You know, oh, come on, man.
Trying to find the reason to approach her.
That's terrible. And if you're in an alternative sexual lifestyle, my advice is to be understanding that there are regular men that don't want to be bothered, don't want to be stared at, don't want to be approached by another man in that way. If you're, you know, I know in a certain gym in America that it got to the point that me and my training partner, we just knew to be out of the gym on a certain night by a certain time because those guys were just so aggressive that you know, it got to the point of getting into arguments. You know what I mean? And I just think that now that the world is really kind of pushing that lifestyle, you know, everybody has free will. You can do whatever you want, okay? I'm not the judge. God is the judge. But hey, just understand that there are some men who do not want to be looked at like another man would look at a woman. I think that causes unnecessary tension in the gym. I already mentioned coaching. I think that pretty much covers it. Return your weights. Return your weights. You know, be respectful. If you, just because you're working in a spot close to some guys, you should never take from their weight pile. You should walk around the gym and find your own weights. Or at least be polite enough to say, hey, are you guys using this right now? I'm just going to do something and I'll bring it back to you. Just be polite. A lot of guys sometimes have the idea that just because I'm close to you, I'm just going to snatch your weight. You know, I'm going to use your weight. And see, that just, again, being over polite in a public place keeps you safe. You know what I mean? You know, being even let's say you guys get in a disagreement. This is another a gym ethic. Be a problem solver, not a problem exacerbator. Don't increase the problem. Okay? If a guy and you get in a friction and he says, "Hey man, I don't want to talk to you right now." In the gym, certain gyms, there's a lot of high testosterone in the gym. And if you don't take a warning seriously, you could get seriously hurt in the gym. Don't take a warning from a guy who's having a roid rage, who's very athletic. He might take a weight and bash you with it in your head just because you didn't take the warning. You know, being over polite in the gym is always the best policy. It's always the best policy. You don't have when I go to the gym, especially when I don't know nobody, even when I do know people, I have to get myself in a mental space. I have to get myself psyched up because, like I say, I walk in there with pain from being an athlete. So a lot of times I'll put my lecture on or put something on. I'm in the zone, man. I'm not looking at anybody.
Let me get this 2 points down. You know, the first one is that if you've been stared too much by another guy and he doesn't come to you, speak to you, or say salam alaikum, you know, he just staring, you know, he's jealous, or you know, he's like uncomfortable that you beasting in the gym. And the second thing that, you know, you will find some guys, you know, that in the bench or in the machine, you know, he's doing nothing, you know, just talking to, and you know, being in his phone, you know, and occupied the machine or the bench, you know. And when you speak to him, he's like being frustrated, or he's like being hurt.
The first question was, again, remind me.
You know, a guy is staring about.
Right. Oh, it's about staring. Okay. I'm human. I'm a flawed individual. The way I was raised, what I've noticed in most places in the world, if you stare too long at a man without smiling, without saying something, it's like a threat.
Wow.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
And I equate that to being, let's say you're in the desert and a hyena or a lion or a tiger. You get eye to eye with a tiger. I think most people at that moment, if the last thing he's going to do is have a hard look at the lion or that animal.
Man, he will eat you, man.
Yeah,
He'll rape you.
If he has a moment that he can calm, he's going to be like, okay, easy, you know. And I personally think that when that happens in the gym, those individuals actually expose something that dwells inside them.
So it's more deep than
I'll tell you like this. In America, there's a staring of admiration where I'm looking at your workout. I'm not really even staring at you. I'm just looking in your direction. I'm looking at your workout. And even when I see you, I'm like, man, good job. Nice workout. And I go on about my business. Nobody's going to bother that. Okay? But when you stare to the point and you show no emotion, what does that mean to the individual that you're staring at? You don't speak to them. You don't smile at them. It's like a threat. And most individuals have in their psyche or their makeup self-preservation. They're gonna put on a defense. So I feel you looking at me, I look back. You don't look away. So now we're in a staring car. So what, did I steal something from you? What did I do to you? So I'm in defense now. And I've seen those situations turn violent in America. I mean, if he sees this, my old training partner in Las Vegas, hey, I seen him chase two big old steroid, all tattooed up guys around the gym because he wasn't having it. This guy's not a gangster. He went to college, but he wasn't having it. You're not just going to stare at him and not speak to him and just be giving him hard looks without him coming back to say, hey, what's going on? What's going on? at the same time, I want to be balanced. As a man, if I'm going to be mutawassin, balanced, murattab, there's times when you have to say, hey, look, me ignoring him is going to end the possibility of anything. Fight, argument, just ignore them. And what I have tried to, because I'm fine. I ain't gonna lie, man. It makes me want to fire on somebody. Wow. Hey, I don't know what you're trying to do to me. I feel like there's a problem. I mean, you want to do something to me, and if you want to do something to me, I'm gonna hit you first. Put it like this: in my environment, let's say, and I've never been a criminal. I've been a legal person that carried a gun. Let's say a person is doing that. I know he has a gun. He's walking towards me. I shoot first and I deal with the police later. Yes, come on. I mean, especially if he's got that look and I know he has a gun, at minimum, I'm going to brandish my weapon and tell you, you got to back up, man.
Salah, Fandel.
You back up, and if you move, it's clap. If you move, your hands move, bow. I'm going to go and fight my case in the court. I'll deal with that later. I'll go to the police. I'm not going to do it a la malice and, irrational, but, I was illegal. I never killed nobody. I was a legal carrying person in America. But I'm just saying, this is a natural reaction. And even if anybody thinks that they're going to go in gyms and stare people down and think that there's no consequence, the consequence may not come, but eventually, if you do that in every place, something's coming to you. Because some people, you can't predict how people's day is going. You can't predict who's walking in the gym, he got an argument with his wife. Another guy, he might have some roid rage. Another guy, you just don't know. And you might run into that wrong person on that wrong day. And I mean, I just think that goes back to gym etiquette. Mind your own business, man. You know what I mean? Right, like I say, that's a reflection of something lacking inside. You know what I mean? This is a person who's probably been bullied as a child, and he feels that maybe he's big, he's strong, and he feels like he can intimidate you by looking at you, or he feels some kind of way by the way you're training. Hey man, I'm 5'6". Right now I weigh 194 pounds, and this is it's not the heaviest I've weighed in my life, but I'm just saying, I've been a small guy in gyms all my life, okay? And I have never felt intimidated by anybody in the gym. If I saw a big guy doing something, I admire that. If I see somebody doing something great or special, I admire that. I admire the hard work. Even though I don't endorse steroids or hormones, even if a guy took them and he busted his ass and he's throwing up big weight or he looks good, hey man, congratulations to you, man. I wouldn't have done it like that, but congratulations. I congratulate, not hate. I don't hate. I don't have time to have that wasakh or that dirt in my chest or in my mind, man. I'm on this direction, bro. I'm trying to move forward in a positive direction. I got time to be, eyeballing somebody. If I'm eyeballing you, I got an issue with you, and I'm not gonna just be silent. I'm gonna step to you and deal with the issue. I'm like, hey, I'm not gonna just be staring at you.
Back to the other issue that people occupied the bench or the machine and.
Look, man. Again, you got to use your better judgment. I would say on that, because if he's that kind of person, that means he has no brain. Okay. Okay. I mean, if you sitting there on your phone on the weight, and I come and ask you to use the weight, and you have a problem with that, you're an idiot. Okay. So you got to understand you're dealing with an idiot. So when you're dealing with an idiot, if you waste too much time, then you become an idiot too. Mm-hmm. So it's a judgment call. Most of the time, if they see guys that, like in our training group, you're going to have, even if he's a young dude, I've even seen the young Abdurrahman, they see sweat dripping down his face and be like, oh, okay, come on. Even if you don't like it. Why? Because he see, I ain't doing nothing. You know what I mean? And if they just insist, man, just do something else. Go somewhere else. You know what I mean?
Not to waste time.
Yeah, not to waste time. Go somewhere else.
Yeah.